If you have knowledge, let others light their candles in it. So hello guys, let's continue again. It's a built-in function and it's very easy to use. Let's understand reduce function in Python. It's useful when we need to apply a function to an iterable and reduce it to a single value, which means that we need to have a cumulative value. For example, we can think of we have to calculate the sum of the items in a given iterable. It's again a part of functional programming and it can also be clubbed with other functions that we have seen till date. For example, lambda function, map function or filter function. So now let us understand the syntax for the reduce function. So here we just need to write reduce and after that we have to provide the required arguments. It is basically taking two arguments which is function and iterable. It also returns an output which we have to store in some variable. Now let's understand the parameters. First of all, it takes a function which will be performing some operation on the given input. The operations may be like addition, subtraction, multiplication or anything like that. After that we have to provide an iterable. It may be a list. So it returns a single value based on the function provided, which is a cumulative value. So now let's go for a hands-on practical. First of all, start the Python REPL by giving the command python. To use the reduce function, first of all we have to import a built-in module which is functools. So first of all, let's take the docstring of reduce method. So for that we have to write print ft.reduce where ft is nothing but an alias for functools and after that we have to use the special variable which is doc. It shows about the reduce method, the syntax that has to be followed, the values that are to be provided and also it shows about the working of the same. Now let's make a simple function to add two numbers. So it will be taking two arguments a and b and it will return the sum of them. So now let's call this function and let's provide the arguments as 1 and 2. So it will return the sum as 3. So now let's call this function once again, but now let it be the argument of itself. So for that I'm writing add 1 and inside add the second argument I'm again providing the function itself with different arguments. So what's actually happening here is first of all we are calling the add function with 1 and 2 and after that we are again calling the add function but this time with 1 and add function itself. So we know that the function inside which is add 1 and 2 will return the sum as 3 and after that the add which is at the outside will actually add 1 and 3. So the overall result will be 4. So now if I execute it you will see the output as 4. Now let's again wrap this line into another add function. So here I'm writing add and after that I'm providing argument as 10. So we have three add functions in the same line. We have add and after that again add and after that again add. The execution will start from innermost add function which will give the output as 3. After that our second innermost add function will be executed which will add 1 to the sum returned from the innermost add function which was 3. So the overall sum will be 4. And finally our outermost add function will be executed. So now it will be sum of 10 and 4 which will be 14. So here if I very quickly execute it, you will see the sum as 14. Reduce function also works in the similar fashion. But it can be applied only to the iterable. So for that first of all let's very quickly make a list and add values to it. We know that reduce function returns a value, so to store that let's make a variable named sum and after that we will call the reduce function. So here I have to write reduce and after that I have to provide the name of the function which is add and after that I have to provide the name of the iterable which is list1. On executing, the sum of the list elements have been stored in the sum variable and now we have to print it using the print function. So it basically returns the sum of the elements in the list and it has added them using the function that we have made which was the add function. We can also achieve the same thing using lambda. So for that we have to write a variable sum to store the value. After that we have to call the reduce function and we have to create a lambda inside that. So we know how to make lambda functions. For that we have to write the lambda keyword. After that we have to provide the arguments, then put a colon and after that we have to provide the expression. In this case it is a plus b because it is for adding. After that we just have to provide our iterable which is list1. On executing, the sum will be stored in the sum variable and after that we just have to print it using the print function. To achieve the same thing in a single line, we can directly call the print function and inside that we can write the same thing from the reduce function. So here actually it will eliminate the sum variable. We can also use it with filter, map or any other thing. So here is a very small demonstration. So first of all let's call the print function and inside that we have to call the reduce function. In the reduce function, we have to provide a function, and for that I'm going to use a lambda function here. The lambda function will simply return the sum of two values. After that we have to provide an iterable, so here I am typing list for typecasting the output from the filter function. In filter function again we have to provide a function, and for that purpose I am again going to use the lambdas function. Now you tell me what this lambda function is performing. If you know that, then do comment and let me know. After that we just have to provide the iterable, and for that I am just quickly making a list here and I will be adding values to that. So after closing all the parentheses, let's execute it. So the output is 6, and this line of code is actually adding only those numbers that are even. I hope that everyone has got some knowledge from this video, and if you have any doubts then do comment and let me know. That's all for today. My new video will be uploaded soon. Thank you.